Hello everybody and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who is watching, to the Herthy project, which is yet to be named, part 1. So yeah, in the last video, which was technically I think the last episode of the Pulling Up the Schlomsk season video reviews, I showed you our new club. Now I have gone on until the Herthy game, as I promised I would. Because I thought that they would be up there, and they are, as are we. Now, the expectation was that we won the league, or at least got promoted this season. So, let's just take a look at how things are going in the second division. After 10 games, we are second. We've clearly done well. 7 wins, 3 losses, not bad. Rostock are the only team above us. We're level on points with our city rivals Union. We are much better in attack than most other teams, and we are much better in defence than quite a lot of other teams. The only team that's better than us are Hamburg. Is it Hamburg? No, Hanover, sorry. Yeah, it is Hamburger, yeah. So, in the games today, we're going to play Union Berlin and Oberhausen. Rot-Weiss Oberhausen. They are terrible, so at least we should get one win this thing. But let's quickly look at the fixtures and see how we've been doing. So, like I said, we had a strong start of the season. We won 5-1, then 3-1, then 6-0, then 6-0. That was good. We then started the season with a sensational win over Frankfurt. We won 6-1. Bilo Kapic, Havik getting a hat-trick, and Fatih Demir getting 2. I believe Stefan Havik got injured in that game, because he's not played since. He might be able to play in this game against Union. But yeah, then we went away and immediately lost. We followed that up with a comprehensive loss away at Kaiserslautern, 3-1, a goal from Stepan Bilo Kapic. I think we went 1-0 up and ended up losing 3-1, which is a shame. We then played a lower division. I think they're not even third division. Are they third division? Yeah, so they're not even the professional team. We beat them 6-0 in the cup. 2 more from Bilo Kapic, 3 from Demir, and an own goal, sending us through to the second round of the cup. We then beat Hansa Rostock, who are the only team above us in the league at the moment. 1-0. Mogens Andersen, a loanee who I signed from NEC Breda. Are they from Nijmegen? Is it NEC Nijmegen? Or yeah. So he's in. He's good, and he has been playing pretty well. He's been playing mostly on the wing, where he shouldn't really be playing, but that's where we've been needing him. So that's where he's been playing. We then beat Ingolstadt 4-0. Debens and a hat-trick from Fatih Demir, sending us through. We then lost 1-0 away at... all our losses, I think, have come away from home. Yes, they have. Then we played Arminia Bielefeld. McLean finally got on the score sheet. Demir got 2, and Nakamura with the 4th. He's a centre-back. I understand, obviously, this is the first proper video of this, so we're still learning who these players are. We then beat Hanover 96, 1-0, Kevin McLean scoring. We then lost 2-1 away, again, at Chemnitz. We scored via Prochazka. It was an equaliser, but immediately afterwards they scored their second, and we just could not win, even though I think we had the better of the game. Which was a shame and a bit disappointing. We then followed it up with a 3-0 win over lowly Wien. McLean and Demir scoring 2. And then we beat Frankfurt 3-0. McLean, Demir, and Holger Wolter, who is a centre-back, on as a left-back, because we had an injury to our usual left-back, who is... Where is he? Adayon Akunde. So, yeah, he scored the 3rd. So now we are going to play Union away at the Stadion Andenalten Forestieri, the Old Foresters Stadium. And then we're going to play Oberhausen at home, and like I said, we'll probably win that one. We're actually evens favourite to win this game, so who knows what that means. Anyway, I was a little bit concerned at one point with the constant dropping of points on a fairly regular basis. I was getting a bit concerned, but luckily we seem to sort of have turned a corner, and we're continuing to do decently well. Ishmurzin is not settling well in Germany after he also didn't settle well in Poland when he joined us there, so thanks very much, mate, very helpful. But yeah, so this is the team we're going to start with, I guess. Except that I want to play... No, where is he? Oh, do I? Yeah. Oh, do I want to play him or do I want to play Tunison? He played well. Okay, let's just play with the team like this. We can swap things around. Ekunde seems to be fit again. Walter was the guy who came on for him. We did have Bernhard Busch, who is decent as well, who can come on in that same position, but he's not on the bench. And Havoc is a good player to have on as a sort of secondary player, but McLean has been playing excellently in his last few games. Right, let's do what we can to beat Union. I have to listen to their absolutely sensationally good hymn. German clubs will have their special song, like in Anfield. Liverpool have what's it called? Fuck me, You Never Walk Alone. German clubs all have their own versions of that, except for different things. I prefer Union's to Hertha's. Hertha's is called Nur nach Hausen, meaning in our house, or this is our house, or something like that. And Union's is called Iron Union, and it's awesome. Oh, good effort from Prozek, who has been doing well for us since moving from Śląsk. Ekunde crosses, no, cleared, but Tabane, our South African right back, also has been praised by the press. McLean, oh, good save. Well, I imagine there's a rowdy atmosphere. I've been in this stadium before. We sat down here. Well, we didn't sit, we stood, because most of the stadium is standing room in real life. Well, no, sorry, it's not all standing room, but most people stand. Anyway, this is where we were standing. Down here, we saw them beat what was his name? Crystal Palace, but under the manager of Newcastle that everyone hated, Alan Pardew. Oh, good effort. Oh, unlucky. We hit the ball. We hit the ball into the post is what we did. Haven't recorded for a little while. So it's, you got to get back into these things. Jovanovic, Stefan. Nakamura clears backwards. Okay, Tunison. Oh, Anderson, Nakamura. What are they going to do? No, not going to manage to get there. Güttler. He's our big centre-back. You'd have thought he'd have been in there for the free kick, but no. Necht. He's got a hat-trick in the last game, so he's pretty decent. But Güttler sweeping up at the back there. McLean, Ekunde, Prozek, Fatih Demir. Oh. I was reading a book about, it's called Bring the Noise, Klopp Bring the Noise. It's about Jurgen Klopp and his sort of philosophy. It's not written by him, it's not an autobiography or anything, but it's kind of like a biography, and it's really, really good, and it made me get very excited about playing the German footballs. Tabane, Prochatska, Prosek, out to Turnison, McLean. Oh, he's keeper's keeping a minute. Yeah, it was really good, and it made me long for, like, the German second division in the sort of 80s and 90s sounds like a kind of it's basically a pub league, and it sounds great. It sounded like it was fun. I reckon in real life could have been an excellent manager in that league, because they do sound like a bunch of mugs. Anyway, at the moment we're doing okay. If we win this one, we'll put some ground between us and one of our Turnison. No. One of our, these are the one. We don't want to lose to these guys. We really don't want them to get promoted ahead of us. I said a minute ago that the aim of the season the expectation is to win the league. It's not true. The expectation is to win promotion. It wasn't stated how. There is a playoff spot, but in the second division, is Necht injured? Yeah. In the second division, the playoffs are not like in England, where you would have playoffs down to sixth. I would play, whoever finishes third plays the team who finish in, I think, 16th in the Bundesliga, and it's quite hard because the Bundesliga teams are obviously better than the Zwei Bundesliga teams. So ideally, we come in the top two. I think at this early stage of the season, I'd say we've probably got enough to do that. Ooh, I noticed they're playing, but I'm not giving them the time of day, mate. 34 games in the league. We've played nearly a third of the season then, and we're second. I think that probably bodes quite well. We've beaten the team that's above us, so I think that will... for God's sake, Hoffman with their first shot on target. Yeah, scores. We've been absolutely dominant, but they get the goal. Annoying. Hoffman scores. Now then, this is the time for Hertha to stand up. Come on, Prochazka. Doesn't matter. He won't be here that long. And I say that because he's rubbish, not because he's moany or anything where they not like they usually are. McLean, Brochatska, oh, it's another good save. Shanda's been playing very well so far. Yeah, he is having a good game. Ekunde. Dusan Tosic has taken one of our players down. Nakamura, I think, was the one that got that penalty, yes. And what? Well, you'd probably not have put Turnison, who's only made 3 appearances for the club this season, as the starting penalty taker, but he scores anyway. It doesn't matter. 1-1. Come on, boys. That's better. Yeah, I was going to say, you probably would have expected to put Fatih Demir, who has something ridiculous. And I guess you would have noticed as I was reading through our results the amount of goals he's scored. At one point he had, I think, he's got something. He at some point had something like 12 goals in 10 starts, which is pretty good, considering he was rubbish for them prior to me joining. So obviously it's the Wheatland effect. His former manager, despite the fact that he wouldn't know I'm his former manager because of the game logic. But yeah, maybe I'm clearly inspiring him as I did when he was a young man and I signed him for Weston-super-Mare. Necht to Rost, Anderson, McLean. Ooh, we've not seen much from Demir in this. Like since they, okay, Stefan. They've had another player down injured. He's coming off now. Let's see what we can do. Bila Pakic is going to come on. Bila Kapic is going to come on over here. He might need a nickname. Gutler's not playing great, nor are the 2 lads up front. But I think maybe if we do this, that might freshen us up enough. And now they're going to be changing as well in the middle, so it might just be perfectly timed. Come on, Hertha BSC. As Sam pointed out, he didn't realise that you needed a Bachelor of Science to manage Hertha, but you do. It's a tough job. Anderson out to Bila Kapic. Tunison out to McLean. The Canadian international crosses, but it goes out for a corner. Okay, let's take a look at what we're doing. Turnison's looking pretty tired. Take him off. Let's take him off. And let's also bring a Karol Klimek. Should we? Yes. Shanda, he's playing well. Playing okay now, only playing okay. Oh, Demir, what you doing, bruv? Fatih Demir, the first game of the season where he's looked kind of inoffensive and unlikely to score. It's not really been his game so far. Keeping him on there because he's by far our best striker. Whoosh! Heribert Huffman. Heribert Huffman. Oh, not Heribert Huffman. Yes. Corner. Ekunde. Crosses back post. Nakamura. It went down into the box. There's another penalty. Okay. Usterhelveg has just... Oh, no. What? No, it was us that fucking gave away the penalty. Foul bollocks. Wait. Let's go attacking. I want to win this game. I don't mind. Drawing away to a title rival is not a bad thing. He says just as I was absolutely 100% convinced they were going to nod it into the goal. So I wouldn't take away... I wouldn't leave here with a draw and be unhappy, but it would obviously be lovely to have a win over the rivals and the promotion rivals. I've gone attacking, and they immediately have a free kick. That pretty much is standard for Football Manager for me. It seems that the more attacking you go, the more the other team seems to win. Toplak, Beck, Massey, Toplak. I feel like we started strong and then we've faded quite badly in the second part of this game after they scored. I know, second half we've been poor. I think the first half was more of a back and forth. I think we've still had more shots. We've had way more chances than them, yeah. No. Klimek now. Big ball out, but no. Chela gets that. Adiansky. Toplak. Adiansky. Hoffman. This would be our first draw of the good one. No composure. Adiansky. Anderson, keep with him. Oh no. Chela. Don't want to lose this game, he says. Maybe let's take it off overload then. Let's just go attacking. Chela. Toplak. He's gone out. He's gone out for a throw. Okay, so let's hope that we're gonna still escape here with some points. at least. A point at least. Some points would be nice. But it's not looking likely because we've just given away a foul. 6 seconds left. They are on the ball. So unless we tackle them and run out and score a goal... Nope. Okay, well, there we go. A 1-1 draw away at Union. Not a bad result. We were the better team in terms of chances, particularly in that first half. But, wondering why we weren't able to win. I agree, but whatever. We now have to play the worst team in the division, so at least we'll get back on track. Okay, what sort of impact are you getting? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, well, exactly. Why was he taking the penalties? No one knows. Tunison. The Unison. Good. They're in some dreadful form, though. It's a shame that we did lose that. That we really couldn't really have picked them, got them at a better time. Maybe before they won that last game, 3-0. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm still getting notifications from the Blue Square Premier. I'm not interested. So we've got one of our midfielders being called up for Egypt under 20s. I'm trying to train him as right winger, but he's just not learning, and he doesn't play very well there when we play him there. And like usually they get a little bit better, and then you just sort of keep playing them, and eventually they get better. But he seems to be the kind of player that does not want to learn. So maybe I'll just sell him. He's not good enough in the centre to be of use. He's very much sort of strong in the right wing department, except for the fact that he can't play there, which is annoying. Good. So now Oberhausen. Let's go. There's a fairly lengthy winter break, I believe, in Germany as well. So I'm not sure when I'll record next. We'll check on the schedule after this game and see how I feel about it. I kind of want to just get to the Bundesliga by hook or by crook, and I don't like. Sometimes recording can get in the way of my momentum, as I found. Well, no, that's also completely not true. It's just when I get on a roll of playing, I sort of forget that I have to record them, which is why I think you may remember that. Oh, you, for God's sake. Okay, so the game against Oberhausen has been. When's our next game? Leipzig in 13 days. Jesus Christ. And then we've got 3 days until we play the Oberhausen game. What? Why? What is that scheduling? Jesus Christ. Okay, so shall we play Leipzig? Can I chat for 13 days worth of time? They're terrible though. Yeah, we can do that. Let's try. Okay. So yeah, a lot of chat. Chemnitz there. Yeah. Oh, we're now below Hanover. Hamburger. Hanover are literally called Hanover. So we're below Hamburg now, which is a shame. Rostock again, it seems. Yeah, I don't like you, Karim Kapinbende or Patinde. You're struggling to adapt, are you? Right, well, go away then. Who knows? All I know is that I'll be asked about it in my next press conference. Vladimir Lazarov is decent. He actually is decent, isn't he? Can we scout him? Yes, you can, Ben. I've got all my scouts. I've redone my backroom staff and everything. My backroom staff. I've redone it because I was concerned with the amount of rubbish staff that they had at Herthy, and I went through them and I asked them for more money, for more positions, etc., etc. So he's good, almost as good as Mogens Anderson, apparently. Although I'm not sure I believe that. But I could get him for 95k though, so let's maybe let's try signing him. Yeah. Okay. If you're interested, by the way, let's go to the Extra Yeah, Schlauf, they're winning the league. They're only 5 points clear. They've lost the game already. Not so good. Zelko Kopic not doing great. How they doing in the old Champions League? They got they've got a pretty easy group now. Oh, pretty easy group. PSG, Man United, and Maccabi Haifa. Looks like they drew with someone though. They lost against. Oh, they drew with Haifa. God, useless. Would never have happened in a Wheatland. Absolutely useless. We'd have also beaten Paris Saint-Germain. 'Cause we're the best. But we would not have beaten Manchester United, as we remember from our... Right, how much can I get for 4,000? How about that many thousands? What a long old contract you want, don't you? You're a midfielder. Let's give you £10,000 if you score a goal. Sam was shocked by the amount of money I give players for things like that. When I go on about it quite a lot. Sam was shocked by how much money I offer these players. Oh, speaking of Sam, he just sent me the text that said, ha ha ha. Yep, beep beep. Alright, let's get that fella in then. There's a Welsh defender, John Wilson. He's shit. He will not be joining us in the Berliners. Yes, now we have to listen to the sodding... so all the other... so Hansa Rostock versus Union. That's a big game. Let's have a... Rostock smashed them. Baum-Johann. Okay, so Rostock are starting to pull away a little bit, even though they've lost 3 games. I mean, they've lost 3 games the same as us. It's just we've drawn 1, and they've won an extra game because they've played an extra game. Itchy tummy, itchy tummy. Now, we've still scored the most in the league, though. That's what I'm happy about. Fatty Demir has scored most of those. No, I'm not here for this kind of crap. Come on now. I want to play a game. We should have been playing against... Oh, damn it. Sorry, I'm having a bit of yawn. Yes, I'm tired. Belarus 1, Italy 4. Novikov, yay! Still having an impact on the old international scene is Ben Wheatland, even though he's managing in the German 2nd division now. His player playing in the World Cup qualifiers against Italy, scoring equaliser for Belarus. Beautiful stuff. Was it Mokoena? Was he the player that was our South African guy at... what was that? Oh, okay. Was his name was he called Mokoena? Who scored? Who was our? No, I don't think he was. The striker who was playing for Schlansk. What was his name? Was he Mokoena? Leipzig just won 3-0. So that puts in jeopardy our next match. I don't know if I told you in the last one. I asked the board to buy the stadium. And our stadium, if you don't know, is the national stadium of Germany. And they were like, well, we don't have the money for that. I was like, no, you don't have the money for that? That's a shame. Alright, I can't be bothered to go through all this stuff. This is one of the reasons why recording can sometimes get in a little bit in the way. You miss some of the... I don't want to do those things, and then I'm going to end up with a 70-minute video if I do all the little bits of admin I do in between the games as well. Because yes, I actually do that, even though I power through the games, the seasons very, very quickly. Sergei Ivanchenko. He'd have probably signed for Schlansk when we first started playing. Oh my god. How long is this international break? It's annoying because we had a week and then we had the information that we were going to miss the international break. Oh wow, England under-21s beat Malta under-21s. Oh, they drew. Oh no, 2-1. It's Germany under-21s drew with Slovakia. Lol. Scotland absolutely thrashed Bulgaria. Very good to see. Oh, Ishmerzin's back. Has he got any news? He assured concerned supporters that his homesickness is now gone. Good, because he was quite a good central defensive midfielder. Just spraying some cold water on my face, which I did, not realising that it's going to sound weird on the camera, especially when you explain it. McLean scores for Canada. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Any of our players playing? Or anyone that we used to know? This guy's still playing. Mehmet Salih Yilmaz. He must be like 40 now. Oh, who did they sign? Fabian Barton. Okay. Oh my god, and now it's doing an autosave. Come on, you bloody thing. Why are you doing this to me? I only want to play the game. Do you think it knows that I'm doing a recording? Because it never does the saving, this automatic save thing. I'm pointing with my glasses before I have taken them off. I'm putting them back on now. Because I'm using a different pair of headphones than I usually do. They're actual headphones, proper ones. And they are, oh God, they're quite squeezy on the old bars of the glasses. Sam and Josh will remember, I'm sure, the odyssey of the glasses from earlier on in 2018. And just to let them know, one of those glasses has broken after only sort of eight months. I picked them up. Masha asked me to go to the shop and get her some. I was going to get some eggs and some yogurt and some lemon, I think. And I picked up my glasses to put them on, and I just literally opened them, and one of the arms fell off, like just ripped straight out. I didn't. It's not like the little pin had fallen out, and then it just the whole thing just snapped off. It was just absolutely madness. But it does sort of demonstrate the lows to which the depths to which I will plumb when trying to talk. In between all these, how are you still unhappy? Come on, fella. Do I give him another break? Let's say that. Because this is what happened last time with him. I said that, and then he will continue to play, and then he'll eventually, if we do well, he'll just sort of be like, I like it in Germany again now, because we're good. Because he is fickle. Now, we would like the 7th place... Oh no, okay, never mind. Hamburg. A champong. Crap. Okay, so see, the players in this league are crap. Look at the money he's on. Christ. It's like his Murzin is just on such silly amounts of money. It's quite late. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Working. It's now 6 p.m. It's now 9:20 p.m. I'm about to go to the airport to go and meet Tom Highlands of Football Manager fame. And by Football Manager fame, I mean university fame. And so I'm still awake. I haven't had a nap. I ate some sushi with my wife, and I have watched some episodes of Taskmaster, which is excellent. I recommend you go do that if you haven't already. Really genuinely starting to run out of things to say at this point. I forgot what I used to do. When we got into these positions before, because it must have happened before, and I don't feel like it got quite this sort of yawny and openly uninterested in what's happening. Oops, phone too near machine. Phone too near machine. Why is it taking so long to load? Why is it taking so long to load? Does it always do this? I think it does. Although that said, my laptop has been being very slow recently, and I have been working to try and improve that. In no way, I haven't done anything to try and fix it, but other than the sort of standard things I've been doing, but it has been really, really slow in between like doing anything. Like sometimes you change tab on Google Chrome, it freezes. When we're having some issues and we're working through them. I'm going to go back to the UK next week. I might record a episode with Sam the Ham Berger and do some sort of like joint recording sessions whilst I'm in London with him, which I will be. Oh, Kevin Nolan's been sacked by Newcastle. No, that's a shame. Nathan Dyer could be in the line for the job though. Anyone interesting going there? Kevin Nolan could be going to Cardiff. Bolton have sacked Will Keane. Crawley have sacked Damilola Gregg. Didn't Damilola Gregg play not very long ago? Was he not? Yeah, he was a manager. He's only just become a manager. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Sergei Dotsenko, 16. Terrible. Never come into play with me. You want to go? Go. Right. Finally, we're going to play a football game. Okay. I promise. So Kareem Patinde is out of the side, but we're going to bring in Vladimir, and we're going to put him into the team straight away. I'm going to make some... No, I'm not. I'm just going to do that. That's fine. That's how it's going to be. I believe in miracles. You sexy thing. No, shush. Rasenball Sport Leipzig. I'm glad that the game calls them that, not Red Bull. Güttler is about to make his 100th appearance for the club. I've got an assistant manager called Javi Martinez. No, it's not the Javi Martinez. But I was unable to get one who's got sufficient tactical knowledge of the Zwei Bundesliga, who I thought was of acceptable quality. So he's a very good coach, but apparently he's just not a very good team talker. Because he's probably clearly got some sort of lacking tactical stat. Interesting that they play in red and white. We're playing in red and black, despite the fact that our home kit is blue and white. So good. Just a comment. Thanks to the game for giving us these colour schemes. Although I think the dots are white and blue. They're white with a black background, white with a black sort of ring on the game. So that's maybe why it's done it. Oh, game, you did mess me up. Oh, I don't like it when they do that. Okay, come on. These guys are rubbish. We can do better than this. Bjorn Bruns. Rasenball Sport Leipzig. Means lawn ball sport. Those fools. Bilo Kapic crosses. McLean doesn't get there. Schmidt. Was his name Rape Schmidt? Oh, Renee. No, his name was not Rape Schmidt. Well, just think before you speak. Or rather, oh, what a header from Nakamura. Goal. Nakamura scores. Akunde assists. Excellent stuff. We will have a game in hand still, which is very nice. So we'll only be 2 points behind Rostock if we win this and if we win the next game. But shut up. Miami at the back. Bilo Kapic. Tabane. Prochatska. Back post. Oh, Prosek. What are you diddling there? Goodness sake, man. Pathetic. It's just a tap-in. Prochatska. Fatih Demir. Prochatska, Prosek, Tabane, out to Ishmurzin to McLean. McLean defended. Oh, we have fouled a man. 1 minute of injury time. Man, these games do not look fun, do they? Look at the little amount of chances. Walter, Fournier, Ramaz, that guy's got a great name. Boyanov, he's a goalkeeping signing of mine. Akunde, brave series of balls here, but McLean is suddenly through, and Schmidt saves. Van der Heyden clears. That would have been an absolute travesty if we'd scored from that, because it would have been the worst goal ever that's ever been. I'm happy to keep it up, passionate, because it would be nice to win an away game as well. We don't win many of them, although we have won 2 by scoring 6, I think. But our home form is dominant and our away form is slightly more patchy. So it would be nice to keep up the wins, keep up the pressure on the top 2. Promotion spots, no. No. Hello, Kruger, the Fredmeister. McLean now. Ooh. Good work, McLean. Bilo Kapic, McLean, Ishmurzin. McLean, come on. That's a... Ooh. I mean, the talent of some of these players is lacking. It certainly is. And it feels like that first... It very much feels like that first couple of seasons with Śląsk where we had good players in most positions, but there were 1 or 2 who just were not quite up to scratch. And they would that would be where the attack would break down almost every time. It's like, oh my god, we've got another retarded winger who, interesting ball there. Right, okay. So if we're going to make that kind of chance, at least score them. Boyanov, Akunde into the defender, loses out. They're going to score now. Ooh, okay, Prosek. Prochatska. Fatih Demir. he's been absolutely lethal when not on camera so far this season. Ishmael's into Prozac. Out to McLean. McLean scores, but it's offside. Good work. Now then, we're going to bring in Anderson for Billikopach. We're going to bring in... that was a weird noise and it wasn't necessary. Turnison, and we're going... No, I don't like Turnison so much. I said no. Hermo, I think it might be how you say it. Hogmore. I don't know, maybe I'll find a Norwegian person to read that name for me so that next time I can say it properly. Wow, good name is him as well. Right, 75 minutes. 80 minutes. Not much going on. This is where they score. Nope, corner. Okay. Over the bar. Chap Kilnar is his name. Chap Kinlar. Right, well, he would have a nickname if he was on our team. But he don't and he ain't. Oh, my goodness me. Do we have any... Oh, come on. Just hold on. Nakamura clears. Lovely. We've got 50 seconds. Even less now. That's the nature of time. To hold out for an important win. Although, against a team at the bottom end of the table, I would have preferred something a little more dominant. And, just a win with a one. What was the score? Okay, yeah, we were dominant. We just didn't put our chances away. Shame about Fatih Demir there. He's not showing up, living up to his hype that I give him. But after 12 games, 25 points, that's not bad at all. Now then, let's look at our schedule. Our unbeaten record is what now? 4 games, good. Fixtures. So, when's the international break and how long is it? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll come back for the Frankfurt and Kaiserslautern games. 2 teams, one that we thrashed and one that we lost to on the last outings against them. And that'll be just before the winter break. You'll see where we are going into Christmas, and then after that I think there's only 12 games left. There's only a third of the season left, so we'll really know how much we've got to play for and how likely it is we'll get promoted. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. I'll maybe have a name for it. Bye.